Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Endurance Ogiagbe say Benin na kingdom and they must protect their territory. Now where every other region they protect their territory. Make I leave you now, make you hear from Endurance. Enjoy the video.
Iya dume waya baby nege kai. Oba atokbe ise. We must get to know at this time that it will be very disastrous for anyone to be so lackadaisical to give the space to a different person to define who you are. We, the Benin people, the Edo people, we have our own definition of ourselves. We know who we are. We know where we belong. We know our territory. We know our entire lands. So if you're out there, for as much you are from the United Kingdom of Great Benin, you must stand out now to begin to study much about yourself, because we have soon be carried away with so many activities, with so many distractions. We've tried to work it out for so many years. What is 40 is 40. Once it involves large numbers of people, you cannot fix it. Because right now we have large numbers of ethnic groups with different ideology, with different culture, with different belief. Amalgamation period has elapsed. Though it might have its best on us, but the best is not good enough. Before we amalgamated, we had so many issues. War. Even after the amalgamation, there have been so great deception, hardship, struggles, killings. So no one should sit back there and just be comfortable where you are, not to know much about yourself, and fight hard to defend who you are and defend your land. Don't think it's a joke. Don't think it's a joke. The East want to be on their own. The North want to be on their own. The West want to be on their own. Benin Kingdom, we must begin to get to define our territory and get to show how large is our territory and create alliance with those around our territories. This is the time now. It is not late for you to begin to study about yourself. It is not late for you to know what you're supposed to know, because we have a lot of elders. We have a lot of people you can consult to know what you need to know about yourself. Because if you allow people to define you, the people are going to create a system for you. We allowed the definition of ourselves and Nigeria long ago. We cannot go back to the past. We cannot continue to blame people when we are still alive to fix up what we need to fix up. While we are alive and we know we have the right sense on how to do things in such a way it will better all of us. No one is waiting for anyone to give you freedom anymore. We all have it now. Because the system has failed. Nothing is working. It's so obvious that after so many years, nothing has worked and nothing will work. 60 years ago, Israel faced a lot of trials without having what they have today. They survived through it. The circumstances, they allowed the circumstances to go through them and they developed themselves. That is why today, there is no kind of attack or challenge they cannot go through. We have our own history. If you go through the Benin Kingdom's history, you will get to know that we've been through a lot before and now. Before and now, we've been through a lot. We've been through serious attacks. There are so many pits dug around Edo State, Benin Kingdom today. You will get to know that we had a lot of issues that caused a lot of our warriors to take it upon themselves to have all those things there for our defense, because that was the stage that we are. Now we are in a new stage. We are in a new era. We must begin to work hard and to refuse being a state because we have been so reduced. We have a kingdom, we don't have a state. So the people who are agitating to have what belongs to them back, we don't have any issue with anyone. But we must also as well let everyone know that we have our own territory. We have our own kingdom. We have our own way of life. We have our own belief. We have our leadership. We have our own leadership. Good morning, sir. Labu Baba. Alfred Uyi. We have our own leadership. We must begin to liaise with the leadership so that we can know the way forward from here. For a lot of us who have been out there making a lot of consultation with the Oba of Benin and the state government, we want to give kudos to you all. I want to let you all know that we are strongly behind you all. Yes, we have to work with the present government and work with the leadership we believe that have been standing for so long so that we know the right thing to do, to stand while others are standing, to defend ourselves while others are defending themselves. It is not a case of war. Those who are already panting for war, they don't know what they are fighting for. They can't see the handwriting on the wall. They can't even get to know that they are being senseless. They think it is the holy way because they know with dialogue, we all have got to know who we are. So the dialogue, they believe it will still ends up everyone protecting what belongs to them. The dialogue will still ends up with people telling you who they are and telling you what they want. So they know. That is why a lot of people have got to turn to an ethnic group going about killing people. An ethnic group with bandits. An ethnic group that have gone out there to begin to introduce banditry into their operation, into their way of life, because they know that is the only way they can have it. Because people have got to know who they are. You can't deceive anyone at this time anymore. So the only way they believe they can have their way is through banditry and war. But nobody gets to get concerned about this, because who are you going to fight war with? The Benin Kingdom want to be on their own. The Biafras want to be on their own. Ododuwa, they want to be on their own. So who are you going to fight? Who are you going to fight? So are you saying you're going to fight against people that have gone out on their own, create alliance within themselves, then you stand alone to fight the whole of them? No, you will suffer. They themselves, they know. But they have to cause a lot of this pandemonium to bring fear into people's hearts. But nobody is afraid anymore. Nobody is afraid. Before and now, we all have just been deceived with this one Nigeria. We've just been deceived with let there be peace, let there be love. That is why you see a lot of people not laying attacks even against certain people who have been laying attacks on a particular ethnic group and particular people. What makes you feel Biafra will not stand? A country that has been fighting for what belongs to them for years now, even after the amalgamation, even after the war, they still believe who they are. They still believe in themselves. They have their system. They have everything ready. Why are they getting ready? Because no one needs anyone's permission to be who you are anymore. It is so disdaining to find out that people who cannot take care of their region, just their region alone. If you go to their region, you will see how people are suffering. You see the hardship tied around their neck. You see how people are dying. They've not been able to take care of their region, but they want to take over the whole country. You guys are sets of jokers. So it's a matter of intelligence. The better you know yourself, the less people get to control you. A lot of them are still going about doing what they're doing because they feel people are still like Jessica to know much about themselves. So this is the time. We have materials out there. You can get to go through the history of where you are coming from so that you know how to defend yourself and defend your territory. Because if you don't make people know you have your territory, people, by the time they go on their own, they might begin to take people who don't know themselves along. We are too big, we are too strong, we are too sophisticated to be taken by any group. We have our culture, we have our belief, we have our land, we have our territory. So you are out there, you must begin to teach people what they're supposed to know about themselves, because we cannot continue in this rigmarole. We cannot continue in this rigmarole. I pity ethnic groups that have turned out there to involve banditry into their system because they will use it against themselves. Nobody is ready to stand with you to fight for nothing. Biafrans, they know within themselves right now they don't need to fight anything, because why should they fight for what they know belongs to them? It doesn't make any sense. Ododuwa, do you see them fighting with anybody? No, because they know they want what belongs to them. The same thing with Benin Kingdom. We're not fighting with anybody because we know what belongs to us and we have it to ourselves. Yes. Nobody is in charge of Benin Kingdom's territory. We are in charge. We are in charge. Yes, we have to work hard. We have to take care of families. We have to take care of a lot of things, obligations. But you must create time right now to begin to follow up the new age, the new development. You don't need anyone to tell you. The new development. The new development. So you have to follow it up. Even in all your time to work, to carry out a lot of obligations. You still need time to study much about yourself. You need time to study about what is going on. This is not a matter of anyone coming to pay you or beg you to do what you're supposed to do for yourself. It is not election. It is not election. No one will come to beg indulgence. No one will come to buy your conscience. You know who you are. So it is something that everybody must get along with right now, because it is our own fight. It's not a fight to start carrying guns around because we have nobody we are attacking. Like we said, but anyone who wants to lay any attack against us, we are fully ready to defend ourselves and defend our territories. We are so strong, we have the capacity to defend our territory. That is why the Benin Kingdom has been standing. Our leadership has been standing. A lot of leadership has been neutralized. And I pity those areas. I pity those regions. Benin Kingdom remained the only region in the entire world that nothing about our leadership has changed. Despite the new age of system, despite the new system introduced, our leadership from the old time is still standing till now. It has not been tampered with and can never be tampered with. It's so sophisticated and no one can tamper with it. So now we are having more rely on that leadership to have a better system for ourselves and for our territory. People who are going on their own, they are not our enemies. If you look around today, Benin Kingdom has imparted a lot of regions, positive effects on different ethnic groups. That's why you go around today, you see a Benin man marrying Igbo marrying different ethnic groups. I don't want to begin to call names to make the video just unnecessarily long. So we are everywhere. We have touched all around the world. All around the world. Not just Nigeria alone. Not just the country alone. We've touched the whole world. The whole world. Because we are great people. So that is why we are so tactical enough to have an alliance with people, because we cannot deny ourselves that Benin have come to become part of other people and other people have come to become part of us. So we don't have anybody we are going into war with. Those gingering for war, those panting for war, they know who they are going to fight the war with. The Biafrans are not ready to go into any war with anybody, but they are only ready to defend their territory. Ododuwa is not ready to go into war with anybody, but they are only fighting hard to defend their territory. They know themselves. They know they're taking back what belongs to them. They don't need anyone's permission. But constitutionally, a lot of people have been working so hard to make sure we also have this thing done in the right way. And as we speak, amalgamation period is over. The years and periods of advocation is over. It is due for people to have what they want to have. So you can't hold it back. Because the whole world knows. We all know. So it's not a matter of war. Nobody's fighting with whoever. But we are only ready to protect our territory. So the government of the day must know that they have a lot of responsibility to do concerning this. Because we are ready never to go back to retrogression. We are ready to take what belongs to us. We are ready to have our lives structured in such a way we all will have that enabling environment. So a lot of leaders who are out there to help us more to know that yes, Benin Kingdom stands as a kingdom. Nothing has changed. Our land is still where it is. It's still right in the very position where it is. None of our territory has been taken. None of our territory has been taken. Even when you talk about the whole time, none of our territory, even now as we speak, none of our territory has been taken. No one has tampered with our territory. So the people going about advocating, soliciting that the government of the day gets to be involved. The government needs to cooperate. The government needs to cooperate and do what they are supposed to do. Because the things are unfolding right now.
Now we don't hear from Endurance Ogiagbe. Let us know what you think for comment section. And before you go, I beg, make you help us share this video. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you now with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.